Hey everybody, Chris here from Curves, and today I have a special guest. We have Coach Patricia.
Hello.
She's going to be helping us today. We're doing a core workout, so look to her if you need modifications, because with core we're going to be down on the mat. So if you can't get down on the mat, Patricia's going to show you some modifications. Or maybe if you're doing a strength move, you can't get down as low, just keep an eye on Patricia. Otherwise, follow along with me. So again, we're going to target the core today, so that's abdominals, those are obliques, the lower back. Make sure you got your water, make sure you got your towel, your music is cranked up nice and loud, and at the end of the workout, please make sure you write a comment saying that you joined us today, especially for our Renew Active Health Insurance members, as well as our silver sneakers. So before we get started, I'll let you know that we will be down on the mat, so if you want to make your way down on the floor, our first exercise is going to be called the butterfly crunch. So let's go ahead and begin. So you're going to lay on your back, hands are behind your ears, you're going to open your knees apart and you're going to crunch up. You're going to crunch up and lower back down. You want to make sure your hands are right behind your ears, not pulling on your neck, whether you're on the floor or standing up like Patricia. And Patricia's doing the same leg, same knee. It's same side, so opposite knee, opposite leg. Now, she's gonna switch. We're gonna stay down here and we're gonna continue to crunch up. I want you to keep those stomach muscles nice and strong, nice and tight. And of course, you should be breathing. And for me, I'm exhaling up, inhaling down. So you should start to feel that in those abs. And if you're standing, you're really getting those oblique muscles. We're almost there, ladies. Keep working at it. All right, so now I'm gonna stand up. So we're gonna do the standing side crunch. So a little bit different than what she was doing. I'm gonna start on my right side, and I'm just gonna do right elbow to right knee. So right elbow to right knee. You wanna bring that knee up nice and high as you bring that elbow down to meet it. There you go, good. You should feel it right here through that waist. And again, you wanna avoid pulling on your neck. Your hands should be loosely behind your ears. Now we're gonna switch sides. So now it's left knee to left elbow. Really bringing this up nice and strong. If you need a little bit more of a challenge, don't let your foot to touch the floor in between. So just let it hover, bring it up, let it hover, and bring it up. But that's just if you want to put a little more into it. All right, you're almost there, ladies. You're doing a great job. Feel that crunch in that waist. All right, so our next move is going to be a cyclone squat. So I'm going to take my right foot. We're in more of a lunge, and then I'm going to do it sideways. So I'm going to lunge, and then I'm going to turn and lunge this way. So turn forward, lunge, turn back. Now, I've got my knee going all the way down the floor, but if you're following along with Patricia, maybe your knee's not down that low. Because if you've got bad knees, but take it at your level, so you're rotating your feet, you set before you turn. So we're strengthening those leg muscles, and in that rotation, you're strengthening your core. And hands are just right on those hips. Getting that back knee is down to the mat as far as you can, whether my version or Patricia's. All right, last one here. All right, good. Okay, so now we're gonna do a sumo squat with a quarter crunch. So you're gonna get in the sumo stance. Feet are nice and wide. I'm gonna get really low. Hands behind your ears, and we're gonna crunch just to the right. So we're just gonna crunch it to the right. So that way we target those obliques right here. There you go, good job. Now if you can't get down as low as I am, then you're gonna follow along with Patricia and just go down a little bit. Now let's switch sides, let's go to our left. There you go, really crunch it. And I want you to stay in that sumo stance. So no matter where you're at, I don't want you to pop up. Stay low in it. You wanna really burn out those legs just as much as that waist. Doing a good job. Back is straight, really crunch it over. Getting that elbow as close to your leg as you can. It's up to you and your flexibility. You're almost there. All right, next move. So standing toe tap crunch. Hands are gonna be overhead. You're gonna raise one leg up. We're gonna just start with the left leg. And I want you to bend over and tap that toe. But maybe you can't reach your toe, and that's okay. So go ahead and maybe you just tap your shin, maybe even tap your knee. So just follow along Patricia. And we're just doing the one leg right now. Bending over, reaching and touch wherever you can. Now let's switch. So now I'm raising my right leg, and you want to bend over so legs and hands meet each other in the middle. It's not just this. You actually need to bend over. Now, if you have bad shoulders and you can't keep your arms lifted, you can always just do this. Okay, I don't want you to bother those shoulders, but otherwise, I want you to keep it all the way up, all the way forward. All right, good. So now we're gonna do a standing side trunk twist. So, arms are one above each other. You're in a nice low stance, and you're gonna rotate your body from the right to the left. This is like a rotary torso machine. So you should be following along with those arms. So wherever your arms go, your eyes should follow. Your hips should be pointed forward the whole time. So you don't want this happening. We're isolating these muscles. If you can, get a little lower in your stance. If not, that's okay. We're focusing on your core. And your arms should be nice and tight, nice and strong. And it's a short rotation. 10 o'clock to the 2 o'clock. All right, you're doing a great job, ladies. Strengthening that lower back, those abdominals, and that waist muscle. All right, so we're gonna head back down to the floor to do a windshield wiper. So I'm on my back, arms out to the side, knees are up, and I'm bringing my knees to one side, then the opposite side. One side and the opposite side. If you can't get down on the floor, you're going to follow along with Patricia. And if you're not able to keep your feet up the whole time, you can leave them on the floor and then go side to side. But otherwise, it's a little bit more challenging if you keep them lifted. I want you to check your stomach. Are you holding it in nice and strong and tight? I hope so. Keep going, ladies. Don't forget about breathing. All right, you got this. This is all about that back, your waist. Doing good. You're almost there. All right, so I'm going to stand back up. We're going to do a core rotation with the lunge. So step forward with that right leg. That right knee is bent. Front, your arms are out in front of you, and you're going to turn and twist to your right. And you're going to hold this. So your front knee is bent. If I do it from the side, it looks like this. Your back heel should be lifted off the floor. All right, so you should feel it here in that back, the waist. Now let's switch legs. So your left leg will come forward with a nice bend in it. Your back leg is straight. I'm going to get lower. Patricia's going to stay a little higher, and we're going to twist to your left this time. And wherever your fingers are pointed, you want to look at your fingers. That looks good. So you should feel a nice good burnout in those legs as well as that waist. You're almost there. Don't come up from this position. All right, now you can shake out those legs. All right, so here's a momentary recovery, active recovery. So if you need to grab some water, get a towel, go for it. Just keep moving. You don't want to let that heart rate drop. How you doing, Patricia?
I'm still breathing.
Okay, good. That's a good thing. We don't want anybody passing out, so this is good. All right, just keep moving. We want to keep that heart rate sustained. You work too hard to let it drop, so let's just keep it up. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Okay, so now we're going to do a standing bicycle. So hands behind those ears. You're going to bring your right elbow to left knee. We're just going to start with this side. Right elbow to left knee. And I really want you to drive that knee up into your chest. Really pull that right elbow across that leg. There you go, good. Maybe you can't get your knee up as high, so follow along with Patricia. Or maybe you need a little more than this, so then let your foot float. Let's do the other side. So now it's left knee to right, left elbow to right knee. There you go. I know what I'm talking about. All right. And if you want, get more calories burned, go a little bit faster. It's up to you, but don't compromise your form just to go faster. But this is targeting your lower back, your waist. Those are the abs too. All right, good. So now we're gonna do a triangle press. So you wanna be in a nice wide stance. We're gonna start with our right arm up in the air. Our left arm is gonna go down that left leg, and then you're gonna come right back up. I'm going all the way down to the floor, but you can maybe just go down to your shin or even your knee like Patricia. There you go, all the way up, all the way down. Now check your form, your toes should be pointed out at an angle. Last one here, now let's switch. Left arm's up, right arm down that right leg. And I want you to inhale as you come up, exhale as you go down. Good. Inhale up, exhale down. If it bothers you to keep your shoulder elevated like this the whole time, you can just do your hand on your hip. That's okay too. Because I know I have ladies with those bad rotators and deltoids. All right, so let's go on to the next one, but we're gonna stay in this nice wide sumo. You're gonna interlock your fingers, and we're gonna come up overhead, and we're gonna squat chop to the right only. Come up, squat chop. Raise up, squat chop. I'm getting down nice and low, but maybe you don't wanna go down as deep, so follow along with Patricia. And I want you to really outstretch that arm all the way to the side. We're just doing the right side right now. Now let's do left.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. We want to be balanced, so we're going to do it anyways. So you're going to reach overhead, and I want you to really reach across that left thigh. Get down deep into that squat. So we're getting legs, we're strengthening the waist and that upper body. Really stretch and then chop across that left thigh. Inhale up, exhale as you chop. All right, last one here. All right, good. So now we're gonna get down on the mat. I'm gonna be on my right side. So I'm gonna start on my right elbow, which is right underneath my shoulder. My right knee's on the floor. My left elbow is gonna meet my left knee. Okay? So it's left elbow to left knee. Now Patricia's doing the modified version in case you can't get on the floor to join me. So either way is good. All right, now I'm gonna switch. Just gonna turn over. Patricia's gonna continue. Now I'm on my left knee, left elbow. My right elbow and knee are gonna come together. And you're gonna pull in, extend out. Pull in, extend out. Really crunching those obliques. That's your waist muscle. You got this. How you doing back there, Patricia?
I'm doing.
All right, good. The last one here. All right, I'm gonna stay down on the floor. All right, we've gone one time around. Whoop, whoop. We're back to the beginning with the butterfly crunch. Hands behind your ears, knees are spread out to the sides, and you're gonna crunch it. And it's opposite hand, opposite knee, opposite elbow. There you go, good. Sometimes we think too much about it.
That's right.
Just start moving. It doesn't have to look pretty, just do it. And we're gonna crunch up, lower down. Crunch up, lower down. Don't pull on your necks. Lift up, back down. There you go. All right. And you're doing it at home, nobody's watching you, so if you mess up, who cares? Nobody's gonna see you. Maybe your husband's gonna laugh at you or your dog, but it's all right.
The cat will just look at you. You know how a cat looks
There
at
you go, yes. So just keep moving no matter what you're doing. Last few crunches here. All right, now I'm gonna stand up. So now we're gonna do a standing side crunch. We're just gonna do the right side first. Hands behind those ears, right knee to right elbow. Really drive that knee up, nice and high, or maybe not quite as high like Patricia. It's up to you. This one's really good for your balance because you're having to balance on that one leg. There you go, good. Really drive it up. All right, let's switch sides. All right, left knee to left elbow. And again, if you really want to challenge, don't let that foot touch the floor in between those reps. It's kind of hard to balance on this squishy mat, but that's no excuse. Keep doing it, focus on form. Those oblique muscles, that's your waist. That's your hourglass figure muscle. Almost there.
Without a corset.
There you go, that's right. All right, so now we're gonna do the cyclone squat, more like a lunge. So let me do it this way. So I'm gonna get down nice and deep. I'm gonna come up, reset, rotate, and drop my knee. Come up, reset, and then turn. So it's a 180 turn. And you can see how I'm getting my knee all the way down to the floor. If you're not able to do that, Patricia's got your option for you. But keep that back straight, shoulders are back, and stomach is held in nice and strong. There you go, just like that. So we're focusing on those leg strengtheners, but the core at the same time. All right, I hope you're breathing still. You're doing a great job, we're almost there. And last one here. All right, excellent. So now we're gonna do an oblique crunch and a quarter squat. So nice wide stance. You can see it's wider than my mat. We're just gonna go to the right side. Hands behind the ears. I'm gonna get low. Patricia's gonna be up a little higher. Sorry, just right side only. Trying to get the elbow as close to that thigh as you can, but maybe you're just to here. That's still just as effective. You gotta start somewhere. All right, let's go to the left. So left crunches, make sure your body has not come up out of that sumo position. Wherever you're at, you need to keep it there. So if you come up, get back down. There you go. Hands behind those ears, just gently crunching to that left. Your legs should start burning out right about now. You're doing a wonderful job. Last one here. All right, shake out those legs. Now you get active recovery. So I'm just gonna do some butt kickers while you guys go get some water. Maybe you get a towel. Are you sparkling?
I'm sweating, I'm sparkling.
That means it's working. All right, so we are working up a sweat. What we wouldn't do for you ladies, all right? Just keep moving, even while you're getting your water. And then when you're done, come back and join us. You guys are doing a wonderful job. I'm so proud of you for showing up and doing the work. Okay, so we're gonna do a standing toe tap crunch. We're gonna do the right leg this time. So hands over your head. You're gonna bring your right leg up and you're gonna tap that toe with your fingers. So you're gonna crunch and tap, crunch and tap. So if I'm doing it from the side, it looks like this. You see how my upper body is folding over. And maybe you can't go all the way to your toe, so maybe it's just the calf or the knee. Now let's switch. Hands all the way over your head and left leg. There you go. You got this. So either full range of motion like I am doing, or maybe a little bit less of motion like Patricia. Doesn't matter, just make sure that upper body is crunching over. That targets those lower abs. Good, make sure you breathe. Inhale up, exhale down. All right. So let's get in a little wider stance and hip width. Soft bend in your knees, arm over arm. Fists are nice and tight. We're crunching or rotating from side to side. So this is a 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock position. You should feel the isolation right here, through that waist, those abdominals. If not, you want to tighten that area up a little bit more. And again, you're following along. Wherever those arms go, that's where you should be watching. Now take a moment to check your hips. Are they moving like this? If they are, stop and just keep them pointed forward. It's only from the waist up. That's where your movement is. All right, awesome job. Keep breathing with me. Check those arms, they should be nice and strong and tight. All right, let's head back to the mat for those windshield wipers. Or you'll be standing up with Patricia. Arms are out to the side, knees up, and you're gonna do a windshield wiper to the right and then to the left. This time you should be able to go up a little, or go down a little further because your muscles are all warmed up. They have greater flexibility now. So try to get those knees as close to that mat as you can. All right, excellent. And if you're standing up with Patricia, really get that knee up as high as you're able to. Avoid pulling on the neck. That's gonna make everything out of whack. And is everybody breathing? I hope so.
Yes, yes.
Good, good. Nobody passing out on our watch. Almost there, keep those knees together from side to side. All right, so I'm gonna come back up and we're gonna do a lunge rotation. We're gonna start this time to our left. So I'm gonna do it from the side. So take that left leg, take a big lunge forward. I'm getting them nice and low. Arms are straight out. I'm gonna turn, to my left so you can see it, like this, okay? So my knee's nice and deep. Patricia's knee's not so far down, so if you've got knee issues. But I really want you to twist as far to that left as you can. Now we're gonna switch. So you're gonna bring your right leg forward. That back heel's lifted. Arms are gonna go out and then turn and twist to your right and hold it. Maintain this stance. You don't wanna start to come up unless you truly need a break, but then reset. Keep holding it. Watch where your fingers are pointed. You should feel good stretching that glute muscle, your waist, that lower back. Last one here. All right. So now we're gonna do standing bicycle, but we're just gonna do right elbow to left knee. Hands behind those ears and bring right elbow to the left knee.
That's the one that always gets me.
You can do it, Patricia. Come on, girl. Or you can do the opposite.
Come on,
if Patricia's doing
training. Where's my first grade training? Right and left.
There you go, good. So right elbow, drive it across that left knee.
See, there we go.
I won't say it, you just do it.
Don't judge me.
All right, let's switch. All right, whatever side you were doing last time, switch to do the other side. Okay, if you want, maybe you want to go a little bit faster. Driving that knee up across that chest. This is going those lower abs, your waist, and that lower back. You can also slow it down. You can also not tap your foot on the ground in between reps. You've got options. Just use one of them and keep moving with it, ladies. All right, so now we're gonna do the triangle pose starting with the left. So feet are wide apart. Your right arm is in the air. Your left arm is gonna go all the way down to the floor if you can, or maybe not as low like Patricia. All the way up, all the way down. Look at us, perfect synchronization. I love it. The curved sync routine,
There you
good.
go.
And
As long as you don't end up at a pool.
I know. All right, let's switch. Left arm is up in the air. Your right arm goes down that right leg, back up. And so I'm touching the floor, but maybe you can just touch your foot, or maybe it's your shin. It could even just be your knee. That's okay. No matter where you are, that movement is still contracting those oblique muscles. So it's still working. Arm all the way over your head, all the way back down. All right, so we're gonna do that chopping wood. So maintain that low squat. I'm gonna get down nice and low. We're gonna start to our left first. We're gonna chop wood to the left, come up, chop left. So I'm doing a static move. So I'm just staying low because I'm gonna challenge you. But if you want, you can come up, squat, chop, like Patricia's doing. So we're just going to that left. There you go. Almost there. Excellent job. All right, let's switch. Let's go to the right. Come up. There you go. All right, I just had a little warning come up on my screen, so pardon me, I gotta clear it. Keep squat chopping. Keep squat chopping. There you go, excellent.
We love technology.
I know, right? All right, so we're back down to the mat, or you'll follow along with Patricia. I'm gonna be on my right side. So right forearm, elbows right under my shoulder, my right knee's on the ground. You're gonna bring your left knee to meet that left elbow. So I'm going to extend, pull together, extend, pull together, squeezing those muscles. So if you're not down on the floor, you're following along with Patricia. Okay, one last one here, and then I'm gonna switch sides. So I'll switch over. This time on my left forearm, on my left knee, and then my right elbow to right knee. Extend, pull together, extend, pull together. Make sure you're breathing. This is great for that waistline. Down on the floor, I'm working those shoulders too, as well as those hips. All right, last one here. And then we're gonna stand it up. You're gonna get a quick little water break before we start our stretching. So, great job, I'm proud of you, virtual high five.
6 feet.
Keeping our distance. Great job, ladies. You just did your curves core workout, so you're stronger than you possibly know. So, take a few seconds to get that water, and then we're gonna do a few stretches to wrap up your 30-minute workout. Okay, so what we're gonna do first, if you need to hold on to something, a chair or a desk, you're gonna take your left leg, you're gonna pull it up behind you, and you're gonna stretch out your quadricep muscle. Maybe you need to put your hand out to the side, or above you, or maybe on your hip, doesn't matter, whatever's gonna help you stay balanced. Looking good. All right, let's switch legs. So again, if you need to hold on to something, you can. But practice, this is good balance. You know, when you're unstable, your core has to work a little bit harder to keep you stabilized, and that's a good thing. All right, so relax that leg. You're gonna take your left leg, step out. Your right knee is bent, and you're just gonna hold the stretch. Your chest is up.
Also good for balance.
Absolutely. So this is stretching out those hamstring muscles. If you want a deeper stretch, you can reach for that foot. Otherwise, you can stay up. Now let's switch legs. Right leg goes out. And again, you can reach for that toe, or you can stay up a little higher like Patricia. Can you feel it behind that leg? I know I can. Those are their hamstrings crying out to you. All right, so we did a lot of sumo stance, so let's stretch out those adductor muscles. So you're gonna get in a nice wide stance. We're gonna first bend our right knee, and we're gonna lunge to the right. Now I'm touching the floor, but maybe you're just touching your knee like Patricia. But chest is up. You should feel, no matter what you're doing, you should feel that inner thigh.
I do.
Good. All right, let's come up, and let's do the same thing to your left side. So whether you're on the hand on the floor, your ankle, your knee, your thigh, doesn't matter, wherever you can feel the stretch. All right, so we're gonna straighten out both legs. You're gonna put your hands on the floor, if you can, in front of you, and walk it out, and just hold.
A virtual walk.
Yes, exactly, just hold, stretching out that back, those hamstrings. Now walk those hands back behind your legs, and do a nice gentle pull, or just reach your hands through those legs. Good, just like that. All right, so we're gonna walk back to center. We're gonna bring your feet in a little bit. You're gonna put your hands right above your knees, and we're gonna do a shoulder to that side. So we're gonna twist. So we did a lot of core work today. We wanna stretch out that lower back and that waist. So that looks good, it feels good. Just avoid pushing on your knee. All right, let's switch. So now it's your left shoulder towards your right side. Are you still breathing? I hope so. All right, so let's walk those feet in together. And now we're going to interlock your fingers. You're gonna bring them up over your head, and we're gonna bend to the right, and you're gonna hold this. You should feel a good stretch up and down that left side. All right, let's reset at the top, and now go to the opposite side. Nice job. looking good. So let's get that upper back. So you're going to keep those fingers interlaced, but push them out in front of you and push away. So you're pushing up against that wall or something in front of you. So you're kind of rounded out your upper back. It looks kind of like that. Good. A little soft bend in those knees. All right, so now reach behind your back, interlock those fingers again, and then with shoulders down, you're gonna raise those arms up as high as you're able to behind you. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can pivot forward at your hips, and you're gonna lower all the way down, bring those arms up as high as you can. So different options here. All right, so we're gonna come back up. All right, we're gonna do our last one. Arms are gonna go out to the side, palms are facing forward, and push those shoulder blades back. We're stretching out the chest, those biceps, the shoulders. And then I want you to make sure you're still inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. All right, and we have done a great job, ladies. I'm so proud of you. Thank you to our special guest, Patricia.
Sweating a lot more than she
All
is.
right, good. So that was our core workout. Again, if you didn't make a comment below, let me know that you worked out. Let me know what you thought about it. And then just stay tuned on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, or even our website for all the latest news and updates with Curve. So thanks again for joining us, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks.
Bye.